Yo, what's going on, everyone? We're back at it with another Prizepicks video. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a Prizepicks play, right? It's gonna be a 9x play, a 4-man 9x play. Now, we're gonna switch it up a little bit because the original play only pays out 7.5x, which is BS for a 4-man. So we're not gonna do that. But I'm gonna show y'all if you go ahead and do it on Dabble, right? Dabble Fantasy Sports. It is exactly the same as Prizepicks. It pays out better and it has better projections for these players, right? So it's just more beneficial for you to win. And the cool thing is they give you free $25 just for signing up. Free $25 just for signing up. So you go ahead, use those $25 on this exact same play. But if y'all heard of Rebet, right? Rebet, R-E-B-E-T, right? Rebet is pretty badass, man. So it's an app that I've been personally using lately. I've just been trying it out, and I decided, you know what, let me go ahead and talk about it now, right? Because I've been making some money on it, and it's essentially so I live in Texas, right? So if you're in a state that doesn't allow traditional sports books like DraftKings, Rebet is amazing because they found a loophole on allowing you to bet real cash, right, on traditional sports bets, like taking the Dolphins money line, taking the Bucks, minus whatever the spread is, right? Taking the Vikings -6, right? They allow you to do those kinds of things. It's badass, man. I live in Texas, and literally I could do this. No gimmicks, right? And it's straight up cash money, baby. You win real money, and they just found a loophole, right? Just like Prizepicks and all these DFS apps found a loophole to allow us to bet on these NFL games by using player props and calling it fantasy sports. Rebet has done the same, so it's badass, right? So with that being said, I created I'm gonna still give y'all a Prizepicks play, right? Just bear with me, right? I just think this is amazing. I personally love doing money lines and spread plays and nice parlays. So I'm glad I finally found a way to go ahead and bet straight up on teams to win, right? So I went ahead and made a 6-leg parlay. I went ahead and took, oh man, it's not on here. So all right, so we're back. I went ahead and fixed it. I realized I didn't show a portion of the play, but now we're back. It's on there, right? So I went ahead and took this 6-man play with the Miami Dolphins winning straight up, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning straight up, the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers also winning, right? The Miami Dolphins going up against the New York Jets. The New York Jets look abysmal right now. They're just lost, right? I mean, they can't get anything going. Every move they've made this season has been horrible and wrong, right? Firing Robert Saleh, getting Devontae Adams, that didn't fix anything. It's just been horrendous, right? And right now, I just think they're lost and confused, and they're really just trying to do anything to scratch out a win, but they cannot seem to do that, right? And also, on top of that, Breece Hall is not going to play. And although they have a nice, solid backup in Braylon Allen, Breece Hall is just a much better player. But so with that being said, we're going to take Miami Dolphins to win. It's -275, and we're going to go ahead and take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win because I think the cards are going to play out well for the Bucs today, where the Vikings are going to beat the brakes off the Atlanta Falcons. Don't be surprised if you see Michael Penix come in at some point during the game, and then which will drop the Falcons out of the wild card contention. And then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to do their best to win, to go ahead and get into that wild card race, right? And get on top in that division, right? So look for the Bucs to win. Look for the Falcons to lose, right? And then we're going to go ahead and take the Steelers going up against the Browns. They're playing in Pittsburgh today. And I just think that Steelers defense is going to be way too much for Jameis, and they're just going to go after him, right? I think it's going to be a great game. I don't know if he's going to have 400 passing yards again, but I think it's going to be an amazing game. But the Steelers are going to find a way, like they always do, to come out on top and win, right? So, and then we're going to go ahead, top it off with the Tennessee Titans, right? -177 and going up against the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is probably the riskier play of them all, right? This one could go either way. It could be the Tennessee Titans or the Jacksonville Jaguars. The reason why I like the Tennessee is one, because Trevor Lawrence is not playing, and number 2, their defense, right? The Tennessee Titans probably have one of the best defenses out there right now. And I think they're at home, by the way, so they're in Tennessee. And I think they're going to do just enough to keep Jacksonville out of the end zone, right? Maybe hold them to multiple field goals. And Tennessee's going to do their thing, right, with Calvin Ridley out there. And look for Tony Pollard to have 100-plus rushing yards. So I think that's the way that's going to go. They're going to lean on Tony Pollard, run with him, right? And he's going to go off, have himself a day, maybe 100 rush yards and a touchdown type of day, and keep the ball away from Jacksonville. And then, of course, this is just a gimme. Philly minus 1205, right? We don't really like doing those big, favorites, but is Philly going to lose? No. So it's kind of just a gimme play out there, right? So I threw down $50 to win $279 on that one, right? So it's a 6-legger. Go ahead and lock it in. It's for the 12 o'clock games, right? Every game is at 12 o'clock. So it's pretty badass. Now, there's no underdogs on here, right? Of course, one underdog that I'm thinking about taking is the Seahawks, right? I think the Seahawks are going to beat the Arizona Cardinals today. But we'll see. And can the Rams upset the Bills some way, somehow? We'll see, right? But this is it, man. If y'all want to go ahead and do this, I'm going to put the link for Rebet down in the description down below. So make sure you go ahead and check out Rebet. It is right there. So I'm going to go ahead throw that down there. And let's give y'all the play for today, right? We're going to go on over. Let me know if y'all agree with it. I'm curious what y'all think. I'm curious if you've heard about Rebet, right? And if you haven't, man, get on it. They do a 100% deposit match. So if you throw in $100 into the app, make sure you click the cash icon, right? It's gonna make you buy coins and cash. I think that's their loophole on how to get around it. But the cash option is where the real money is, right? So the cash option allows you to deposit real cash and withdraw real cash, right, into your account. So go ahead, get on that, and let's give y'all the play for today for Dabble and Prizepicks, right? So we're gonna go ahead and take Sam Darnold over 257.5 passing yards, Jordan Addison over 45.5 receiving yards, Russell Wilson and George Pickens to go over their passing and receiving projections. Look at this. This regular 4-man right here pays out 10x, right? So $25 wins you $250. And like I said, if you download the app using my link in the description down below, they will hook you up with $25 for free. But you gotta click my link in the description down below. $25 for free, man. They're gonna hook you up, right? And let's go ahead. Let's compare this on how this looks on Prizepicks, right? And the reason why I like the Vikings passing receiver today is because I think it's gonna be a great game. It's Kirk Cousins' homecoming game. He's back in town, and I think they're gonna want to put it on the Falcons, right? And leave no doubt, right? So we're gonna go ahead and take Russell Wilson over 233.5 passing yards. Combine that with George Pickens, right? George Pickens over 71.5 receiving yards, as well as Sam Darnold over 255.5 passing yards, and Jordan Addison to go over his receiving yard projection. And I'm going to show y'all what this pays out. Look, on Prizepicks, the exact same play. I'm not messing around. This pays out 8x, right? So earlier it was actually paying out 7.5, but on Prizepicks it pays out 8x. When on Dabble, it's going to pay out 2x more for the exact same play, right? Literally the exact same play. Nothing's different. Actually, Jordan Addison's receiving projection is lower on Dabble than it is on Prizepicks by 3 yards, right? Sam's is the same, right? Actually, Sam's is a little higher on Dabble by 2 yards, right? But yeah, you can see the differences there. And then Russ is a little lower, and then Pickens is a little lower on Dabble as well, right? But go ahead, get on that, man. That's the play for today for Dabble and Prizepicks, Sam Darnold, Jordan Addison, Russ, and George Pickens. And then, of course, get on Rebet, man. It is badass. If you love doing money line plays and you're in a state that typically doesn't allow traditional sports books like DraftKings, that this is an amazing way to go ahead and do that, man. Dolphins, Buccaneers, Vikings, Steelers, and the Titans and the Eagles all to go ahead and get a win today in the 12 o'clock games. All right, everyone, that's the play for today. I actually Side note, I actually like the Carolina Panthers plus 14. So that's an interesting play right there as well. But all right, everyone, that's the play for today. Make sure you go ahead, lock that sucker in, lock all them in. Click my links down in the description down below, and I will go ahead and hook you up, right? So if y'all go ahead and use my rebet, use my Dabble link, then just text me the confirmation that you did that, and I will go ahead and hook you up with all my VIP plays for today, absolutely for free. All right, everyone, those are the plays for today. Make sure you go ahead and lock that sucker in. I'll see y'all in the VIP.